Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Ryan Ford with Apex Movement, and today we're going to talk about rope climbing. Climbing rope is a fantastic way to develop your grip and also your upper body pulling strength. Now this is kind of an old school strength building technique, but I'm here to convince you on why we got to bring this back. To start off with, there's a few different techniques that you can use to rope climb. Thinking back to gym class when you were a little kid, what you probably would do was try to pinch it with your feet. But you can see that you don't get a ton of grip that way, and it's easy to kind of slide out from that. So I recommend to just trash that one. There are better ways to climb a rope, and here's the one that we're going to do first. So this is called the Spanish wrap or leg wrap technique. Basically, you wrap it around your leg, step on it, and you can see it takes almost no energy just to hang out in this position. So to look at that one more time, I'm going to wrap this rope around my leg, starting with my leg on the outside. You wrap it all the way around, get it up on top of your foot, and then step on top of that with your other foot. Now, when you're hanging and climbing, you want to keep your arms pretty straight. So I'm going to take a step and move my arms back up. You kind of got to shake this rope to get rid of the slack. And again, you can see it takes almost no strength to hang out in this position. Once you've built up some more strength and you want to climb up this rope a little bit faster, there's another technique you can use called the fast rope or fast climb technique. And the way this one works is you're going to put your knee on the outside of the rope here, and that rope's going to cross your shin to the outside of that foot. Now you take the bottom foot and go under it to pinch it together like this. Now you can see that this takes very little strength as well. I can kind of hang out in this position because a lot of the weight is on my feet. And then as I go, I just redo that same footwork. And you can see this is a little bit faster than that previous technique because I don't have to like shake out the slack or the rope each time. Aside from those two main techniques, there are a couple more challenging ways you can climb the rope. Obviously, when you take your legs out of the equation, it's going to be a lot harder. So if you want to just work on pure climbing strength, do no legs, or you can even do like an L-sit. Also, we're going to take a look at some progressions and exercises you can do to get you toward the rope climb if you can't do it yet. So things like just hanging on the rope, doing some basic pull-ups, or even using your legs on the ground to kind of let you down and assist you on the way back up. If you've got a good rope climb already and you want to get better, you can do just about any hanging exercises that you can do on a bar, also on a rope. So you can do your knees to elbows, toes to bar, or toes to rope, front levers, ice cream makers. You can do L-sit pull-ups, all kinds of different things to help you build strength in your grip and in your back and your arms. So anyway, the rope climb is an awesome way to get a lot stronger. It's kind of gotten forgotten over the years, but I want you to bring it back because it's such an effective way to build good, functional, solid upper body strength. My name is Ryan Ford, and if you want to be a boss like me, subscribe for more beastly training ideas.
You're here to climb a rope, all right? I'm going to assume that all of you here have no idea how to get up the rope. Whether you can use your feet a little bit, you can squeeze and pull, or you can climb with just arms. We're going to start from scratch, okay? And we're going to learn how to use our feet and climb the most efficient way. All right. So, pull-up strength to climbing a rope. If you can't do a pull-up, a strict pull-up, that's okay. You can still climb a rope. All right. You can use your body to get up that rope. All right, we'll use your feet and your legs. We're going to go over two different types of foot clamp. All right, so there are two styles. One's faster than another, but we're just going to stick with two today. It's called the J hook and the wrap. All right. Then we're going to go over some quick tips on how to make that pull as efficient as possible to get up the rope. So we'll go over how to wrap and to where you can actually establish a strong, stable connection to the rope. And then we'll work on how to actually move up it, okay? So once we've narrowed down and become confident in actually getting to the rope and staying on it, and using our legs, establishing a strong wrap, then we'll work on getting up the rope. All right, so we've got 2 stations here, and I'm going to go over each wrap first, and then we'll take turns going to each rope and just basically practicing that wrap. All right, so let's go ahead and walk over here. All right, so the idea of getting up the rope, you want to do it as efficient as possible. So our legs are stronger than our arms, right? So we want to use more legs, okay? So we start with setting up what I call a wrap or a hook, however you want to name it, right? We'll just say wrap for today, that's our word, okay? So if we can figure out a way to get this rope to stick to our body, we can use our legs to stand our body up the rope, and then our arms just kind of hold us in place and help reset, okay? So our legs want to do the work, and our arms just kind of hold us in place and help reset. All right, so just to give you an idea of what we're looking for, this is called a wrap. I notice the rope comes down the center of my body, around the outside of my leg. This is probably one of the most efficient techniques you'll find. All right, so my knees come up, and I just clamp, and now everything's solid, and I can hang out here all day long. All right, my arms are just kind of chilling, just holding me in place. All right. The idea from there is, as I clamp, I'm going to use my legs to stand my body up, right? And I'll pull my arms to my body, and then I'll reset, and I'll do it all over again. And then you'll just continually climb up the rope. All right. So once again, what you're looking for is a strong clamp where you're comfortable and stable, and then from there you just kind of stand your body up, all right, reset, and then I'm going to do it again. All right, so from here I would bring my legs back up and use them to help push me back higher up the rope. Cool? Any questions so far? Okay, Shep, come on over here. I'm going to show you how to set up the wrap. Okay, the rope is going to come down the center of his body. Okay, so if you want to think of a quick, a cue to help you remember where the rope's supposed to go, because some people jump up to the rope and their legs are hanging and they just forget which way to swing their legs. Think about the rope starting in the center of your body, and then your dominant leg is going to wrap around the front of it. Okay, so just don't even jump up yet. Just arms up. Yep, his dominant leg is his left leg. All right, so the rope came in the center and he came around the rope. All right, and now he curls it around and the rope is on the top of his foot with his toe up. All right, his next step is going to be to take that leg and step on it. All right, he's comfortable right now. He's got a strong clamp. All right, now go up, stand up, now come back down. All right, back up, back down. See, he's not really pulling with his arms at all. He's standing with his legs. Does that make sense? All right. Try again. Now jump up a little bit faster. Yep. So rope down the center of his body. He just took that leg and wrapped it around. Okay. Very good. Any questions so far on that? Anybody want to come up and give it a shot? Yep. Hands up, tie. And now, so remember the rope's coming down the center of your body. Okay. Which leg? Yeah, that's right. So you're coming around the front.
How long?
Yep. No, don't pull with your arms yet.
Okay.
You don't pull with your arms at all. Okay, so come back down and just relax. What I want you to do is just work on getting that clamp. So,
here?
Yep, wrap around. Bring that knee up. Remember that leg high. Good. Now from there, you want the rope as little slack as possible. Yep. Now step on top of that rope.
Okay.
All right, come back down. So you're go ahead and you're picking up with your arms. That's fine. Your arms are just kind of locking you in place. I want you to work on. You can just stand here and just get this leg up.
Okay.
And your next step is to step on top of that. Clamp that down. Yep. Let's try that again.
So
bring that knee up. Good. So you'll have a strong clamp though if you bring your knees higher. Okay. So try again and bring your knee up.
Once you get that down, you gotta right here. You start bringing it.
Bring it up high, high. Nope, stay back down.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Bring my knee up.
Yeah, so keep your arms straight and just stand on one foot.
You want to keep those
Yep.
straight arms.
Good, bring that leg high. Can you hang out there for a second?
Yeah.
All right, squeeze, keep your arms straight. Hold on to that. If you can support your weight, pick that leg up and step on top of your foot. Good.
Oh, I feel it now.
Yeah, you feel strong, right? That's solid. So from there,
Yeah.
so see where you're at right now. Your legs are kind of straight. You don't really have much to pull. If the higher you bring your legs up, if your legs were here and you stood, you would go, a foot higher.
Totally feel
Cool.
it, yeah.
All right.
I think I am.
Try it one more time.
Okay.
You got it pretty close. Remember that leg high. Good. Toe up. And step on that foot. There you go. Good. Who's next?
I'll do it.
So just like I was telling them, arms up tall. All right. Strong grip. Now just bring your dominant leg up. Yep. Bring it up higher. So you want to shake that slack out. Shake it with your leg. There you go. Get it loose. Now you're going to support the weight with your hands and bring this leg up and step on top of that rope. Step on it. There you go. How's that feel? Look at it. There it is.
Ta-da.
There's your clamp.
You got this.
Shake it loose.
That's the scary part.
How easy does that feel? Feels easy, doesn't it? You're not using your arms at all. You're really just holding yourself there, right? You could do it with open hands. You just kind of holding yourself upright, or even lean back. You know, it just depends on the style. Give it a shot. Now we're going to learn the J hook. It's the faster one, okay? Some people like this one better just because it's just quicker and it's less to worry about with wraps and all that. The J hook, the rope will be on the outside of your body, okay? So when you start, this leg comes up, the other one's going to come underneath it, okay? All right, see how much faster that is to set up? But in my opinion, there's less rope touching my body, like surface area, so it's not as strong of a clamp, right? But if I'm only doing one quick rope climb in a workout, for example, it's perfectly fine. You know, it's fast. All right, you want to come over here and show us?
I don't really normally do this one, so.
Well, we'll teach you how.
Okay. There we go. So right here.
Yeah, same thing as same setup before, except his knees up instead of the rope being in the middle. It's on the outside. Okay.
And then just.
Yep. There you go. Except you got to bring the knee, the legs higher.
Yeah.
The higher the better. So, rope's on the outside. The other leg is going to come up underneath it, right? And you're basically this one you're standing on top. Okay. So this leg will come up. You clamp there. Make sense? To come down, you can just do the opposite, right? So forth.
That's like a job.
Try again?
Yeah.
All right, so rope's on the outside of his foot. He brings that left leg up. Just bring that left leg up. Yep. Drop back down. Let's try it. Let's try it again. I want you to just jump up a few feet. Just bring your left leg up. Bring the other leg under it. Up. Find the rope. There you go.
And then.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Cool. Come on down. Any questions on that? All right, let's give that a shot now. Split back up into the groups. Who wants to give it a shot? Come on. So, that's fine. That's fine. You know, you can keep it on the outside of your body. I like to keep it in front of my knee so I can see it. All right, but the point I say outside your body is just so you can remember that it's on the outside of your foot.
Okay.
All right, not in the middle. No wrapping here. Just stand. There you go. So you can understand how it's a clamp, but it's not as strong as the wrap.
Yeah.
But it's faster to set up because you just jump and go. So what have we picked up today, right? We picked up the most important thing is establishing a strong clamp with your feet, right? Once you have that down, then you can just, you'll move on from there, right? You'll figure out how to stand, do your arms up, and reset. So the one thing you guys need to work on if you want to master this is figuring out how to reset as you're up in the air, okay? And that's honestly just practice. You just got to get comfortable with the rope and figure out where it's at and know some body awareness and just basically resetting a strong clamp and using your legs to be efficient and keep moving up. All right. Couple of quick points to review. Remember, keep your arms straight, right, you really just want to have them just kind of hold you there, okay? Always think about pulling to the center of your body, okay? All right, so you see me lean back, right? So like a row is much stronger than a straight pull-up, right? So if you're leaning back a little bit and you kind of pull to your chest, that's going to be stronger, all right? So, and then try to remember the concept of standing and pulling, okay? So I'm going to stand and pull at the same time rather than, so I'm going to stand and pull rather than pulling and redoing my legs, okay? That's where a lot of people have a problem, is when they go to reset their feet, they start pulling with their arms. And then you're in the bottom and you're balled up like this and your arms are dog tired, okay? So relax while you're up there. Keep your arms straight, your body back, and think about wrapping with your legs and then standing and pulling at the same time, okay? And last thing, keep your knees up, right? The higher you bring your knees, the more you're going to travel with each pull. And imagine getting up there in 3 pulls versus 5. You know, that's a whole lot less work, okay? You're moving the same distance, but having to re-grip 5 times, it's going to take you longer, and it's going to, you know, it's more time on the rope with your grip. And I think that's it. Y'all have any questions?
Hi guys, this is Doug from Hot Ground Gym. Hi guys, this is Paul. Today we're going to cover rope. How to go up it. A couple of different ways. I prefer one method, Paul here prefers another one. So first, once you're able to actually physically lift yourself up the rope and stand there, which that takes a while and everyone can't even do that. So we have ways of even developing strength to get there. But once you can actually pick your way up like that, there's a couple of ways for you to lock your feet. Personally, I like the wraparound lock. The wraparound lock looks like this. So you wrap around the outside of your foot over the top and you step. That allows me to pretty much hang just by the pressure generated by my feet. Now when I climb up with this, I'm going to move my feet up, bend them, and straighten them. So I'm moving the lock up. This way, I use less arms and more legs. Alright, Paul, show them yours.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you pretty much, it's the same dynamics. You can use your lower body, you can use your legs. The legs will assist you in climbing up the rope. But the way I'm latching on the rope is a little bit different than Doc's technique. I'm going to go from the inside of the rope, and once I climb up, I'm going to lock the rope between my feet, just like that. It gives me a stability or an opportunity to actually stabilize myself on the rope and stay like that for long periods of time. Once I'm ready to climb up, I'm just going to push my body, assist with my hands, and again, I'm going to lock the rope between my feet, just like that. If I want to go down, for example, the only thing I have to do, I have to open my locking leg to the side and drop down, just like that. Got it?
Both are pretty good ways. His way is good too. See, the wraparound I just prefer because I personally think it's easier for beginners, just wrapping around and stepping. Whereas the step over lock like he's doing, that's, show him one more time.
Yeah, the first thing you got to do, yes, you have to lift yourself a little bit and then locking the legs. But I can stay here for a long period of time. And if I have to use one of my hands and touch Doug.
So, it's on you guys. What do you think is better? Wrap around or Paul's method?
That's not Paul's method. Paul learned that.
Somebody else. So let us know. More videos coming way soon. HotGroundGym.com.
Thanks guys. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Today, our theme of our workout is going to be the rope climb. The rope climb is about efficiency, guys. A lot of people want to come up to the rope and they want to think strength, power, and try to get up it as quickly as they possibly can. But you're not trying to win the race.
starting off on the rope climb. It's about efficiency, being able to get through the race the best you possibly can and conserving your energy. Starting off, we like to do a nice little warm-up drill, and it's going to be a nice little hang, all right?
Okay.
So all you're gonna do, you're gonna hang here, 5 seconds, lower yourself back down, wait 5 seconds, we're gonna do that 5 times. Just get you nice and warmed up.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Ready? Pull yourself up. Hold there for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Lower yourself down. Nice. Go.
Fun.
That's what Spartan races are. They're fun. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Breathe. 5 seconds. Relax. Nice job. And back up. Pull yourself up a little bit higher. Let those legs just dangle. Perfect. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Drop it back down. That's 3. You got 2 more. Hop back up. Awesome. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down 1 more time. All right. Go ahead and just let yourself hang. Don't worry about holding your arm up. That's going to be more of an active hang, which we'll do in a moment. So just let your arms just completely hang, and you'll just be right here. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Just let those arms dangle. Keep your feet up off the ground. And 3, 2, 1. Bring. Shake it off. Shake it off. Give you 15 seconds. Shake it out. Stay loose for me. Rotate your neck a little bit. Now, when we go back up, we're going to do an active hang. So you're going to keep your arms bent. So I want you to reach up nice and tall. I'll do this active hang. Let me get warmed up. Ready? And I'll hold.
For 5, 4, 3, 2, and down.
Back down. Shake it off. 5 seconds. We're going to do 5 of them. So now what we're going to get into is your race day readiness prep. What we do with this is for our SGX. What we do in our SGX obstacle training certification is what this really does is if somebody can hang for 30 seconds, do a nice little dead hang with their knee raised at a 90-degree angle, it says, hey, I'm ready for this obstacle. Now let's start applying the technique. So what we'll get into is our little challenge here. So what we're going to do is a dead hang with our knees at a 90-degree angle for 30 seconds. You're going to hang here.
Okay.
For 30 seconds with your knees bent. What I like to do is get a nice pull, jump at the top.
Okay.
And then once I'm stable at the top, I got my shoulders activated. I'm gonna pull my core in, my knees up, and then I'm gonna stabilize my core. I'm just gonna hold it right there.
Okay.
So nice little stabilization exercise.
Perfect, perfect. So even resistance between your core and your upper body to maintain the pose for 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
Ready? So here we go. Race day readiness prep, 30 seconds. You're counting, right?
Yes.
Don't leave me hanging.
I got you. Five. 10 seconds down, 20 left. Halfway. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, down.
That's much harder than it is on a
Where
bar.
did you feel that the most?
I felt that in my forearms, my grip strength. I felt it in my shoulders a ton. My core, I feel like I have a pretty strong core as it is, so I didn't feel it as much there. Upper body wise, shoulders, biceps, forearms were lit. Showing that we have that upper body strength. Now let's work on technique to preserve that, all right? So what I like to start off with, or the method I like to use the most, even though it is the slowest method, but it's the most efficient method, is the S method. So what you're gonna do, is you're gonna place the rope between your legs. Wrap one leg around it, kind of like your pillow. Wrap it in, bring that knee up nice and high, work my core as you see me do the knee raise in that readiness test. Whenever you get ready to pull up as high as you can, and you're gonna step on top of that other foot, on top of that rope. So you can just hold there. So it's gonna look just like this. Again, place it between your legs.
Okay.
Now take one leg over, it's your pillow. Wrap it all the way around, come around one more time. There it is, right there. Now bring that knee up nice and high. Ropes right here. Now.
And where do I place my arms?
I want you to reach up nice and high. So with this left foot down, you're gonna give a nice little pop, pull, and you're gonna step on top of the rope. You ready? It's gonna look just like this. Reach up high, pop that left foot, stand on that rope. Standing on it?
Yes.
Now here's the cool thing, look, one hand, I'm just hanging on the rope. I can rest here. I can shake my arms out. I can breathe for a second. And then give another little pull. Pull my knees up nice and high and bring it up again. I'm barely using any upper body strength on it. It's all about my core strength, stepping on the rope and let my legs do all the work.
And this method is called again?
This is the S method.
This is the S method.
This is the S method. Now as I come down, I might want to reset it so I come down a little bit faster and go into the J. So now I can just slide right down.
The next method we're going to do is the J hook method. This method, although requiring a lot more athleticism, is great for early on in the race. It's also an excellent way to come down if you've gone up using the S method. Okay, so Lawrence, walk them through your J hook method.
All right, I'm going to use this rope here because it's a little bit longer if you don't mind.
Perfect.
So first what you want to do, split the rope, split the body. You're going to step over. It's like the S method, you swing it all the way around. Here, now you just step over and you're going to stop. Bring your knee up nice and high. So what you want to do is get a nice high pull, and you pull up. I'm just going to take this foot, I'm going to karate chop. I'm going to swoop underneath, and I'm going to step on the top of my foot with the rope right here. So I got that there?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. So split the body, knees up nice and high, a nice pull at the top, cut it under, stand on top of your foot. Now, when you do this, a lot of people want to show how strong they are by using their upper body strength. But if you notice right here, I'm barely holding on, I'm using my legs. So think about that when you go up the rope. Use your core strength, bring your knees up nice and high, and do that same cut again. I'm up really high already. And use your legs to pull yourself up. I use barely any arms on this bad boy. All right, and whenever I come back down, slide it down, voila.
That's the J method.
That's the J method.
So let's go up using the S method because it's an excellent way to start going up.
All right, I like that.
It's more efficient.
Absolutely.
Okay, and it's great for also the S method if you're late in the race and your rope is muddy. The S method is going to be the way to go. It's more time consuming, but you're going to feel way more secure in it, okay?
Absolutely.
So we're going to go up using the S method and start there.
Okay. So again, you split yourself. Now you're going to bring the rope to the top of the foot. So now
I see it. It actually makes the letter S almost.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So again, high knee, bring it up to that 90. Get a nice little jump, little pop from that left foot. Pull yourself up, stand on top of the rope. So I pull, and I go ahead and I wrap it up, and I stand right here. Again, using my legs right now.
Okay, so from that S method, can we switch to the J method?
J method, still rope split, coming across. Now I'm standing on top of that left foot.
Awesome. So
Right
from
here,
the
still.
S to the J method. Split,
Split,
go back to your S method.
standing on top, chilling, shaking out my arms.
Split. Let's go back to that J.
Spinning around right here. You want to
Perfect. Those transitions are great. And one more time, split. Back to the S.
Stand on top, rest, relax.
And when we go to the J this time, we're going to come down using the J because it's a great way to come down if you've gone up using the S. So split, Lawrence. Go back to your J method and come on down. Perfect.
Hand over hand.
Perfect. Perfect.
Nice.
Awesome.
We've done our mobility, we've worked on our technique, and we proved our race day readiness. So now let's go on to part 2, where we're going to work on a little bit more upper body and core conditioning. So if you're not quite ready for the rope, these exercises here will help provide you with the tools. So here we are now with part 2 of our workout. It's going to be our strength and conditioning, better preparing you for our rope climb.
Perfect.
All right? So if you're not able to do a rope climb just yet, this right here, this little workout that you're going to do right here will better condition you for.
Yes, the first one we're going to start with is heavy pull-ups. 10 reps of heavy pull-ups, but you have options. You can either do 2 sets of 5, or you can do 5 sets of 2. Either way, you'll be doing 10 of these. And if you feel they're not challenging you enough, feel free to add some weight. You really want to simulate the race, and at this point, you should be pretty fatigued. So if they're coming easy for you, go ahead and add some weight. Okay, so we're going to do 2 sets of 5. So we lift up, core in tight. Lawrence is activating his traps, which is this big part of his back here, and his lats in the middle, and of course his core to lift and lower his body. As you can see, just like the strength you need in the rope climb, whether you're doing S or J, these pull-ups are definitely gonna come in handy here. Last one. And come on down. If you've never done a pull-up before, or you're new at it and you're not able to get up, You can use some force and some momentum as you build endurance and muscle strength in your upper body to use it, all right?
Awesome.
So you can just kind of jump, Lawrence, show them, and then lift as you jump, and then come down. Resetting each time. It's a great way to advance this move until you're at a place where you can go right into regular pull-ups, all right? And then from there, we're gonna go down to the ground. The second thing we're gonna do are reverse crunches. Now for this, we want to do 6 to 10 repetitions, okay? So Lawrence is going to pull his shoulder blades off the ground, lift his heels up so they're about 90 degrees with his knees, and as you inhale, he's going to take the legs out, exhale, pulling it in. This is prepping his lower abdominals for the rope climb that we'll be doing during the race. So as we strengthen our core, and you mix that with the pull-ups, which strengthen the upper body, this is going to prepare you completely for race day.
Great way, simulating that tuck right here.
Yes. Perfect form. 6 to 10 repetitions of these. We're gonna stand up, we're gonna go back to the pull-ups, and we're gonna do the jump to pull up, but as we come down, that negative or the descend, we're gonna do a 10-second descend on the way down. So jump high, lift up, ready? We're coming down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come down, give a shake, because we're going back up, twice more. Ready? Inhale, exhale, lift, power, explode, and downward control. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake. We have one more of these, not just one more, the last one, the best one. Here we go. Reach, jumping up, power on the way up, and we control it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Shake. Relax. So once again, the focus there was more the upper body. Yes, of course, using the core, but Lawrence, where'd you feel that the most?
I felt that in my grip again. Forearms, my back, my biceps, shoulders.
Right. So like all of this targeted mainly for that, okay? But that's only half of what you need for the rope climb. We need to get this lower part of the core and the legs to activate a bit as well. Hanging leg raises are next. And what you want to avoid as you leg raise is swinging. I'll show you what that will look like and then what we'll want instead. So Lawrence, go to a leg raise. And you're just going to give me a few with some momentum. So go ahead and swing. So what Lawrence is doing, just going at this place up and down, the body is swinging. I'm not really engaging his core or preparing him for the race. I'm getting a lot more momentum. It's a little bit purposeless right here, okay? Lawrence, come down and shake out your arms. I know they'll want a little bit of love. Shake them out. I know those forearms are huge. Okay, shake, shake, shake. So now we're gonna show you, we want 6 to 10 perfect reps of hanging leg raises. And by perfect, I just mean hard work with no momentum, right? So inhale, come up slow, engage your core. And as you exhale, drop and come down, all right? This is gonna strengthen the lower part of Lawrence's core, his torso, his abdominals to get him ready for the rope climb, all right?
Let's do it.
So let's start with that.
How many do I gotta do?
So we have to do 6 to 10 reps.
All right, here we go.
6 to 10.
Nice
we'll
and
do
strict.
6 perfect reps, and then we'll see how you feel.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. All right, so we start here. Ready? With control. Lift. Perfect. This is creating heat and firing his core and preparing him for the race. The difference between swinging, which is just momentum, wasted energy, and this, which is control, is what we're looking for. Lawrence, you've done 3. You have 3 more. Good. Inhale, and on your exhale, pull your abdominals. Yep. Good. Last 2. Good. Inhale down. Last 1. Lift up. And downward control. And drop down. Very nice. All right, so now we're going to do our finisher circuit. The finisher circuit consists of 5 burpee pull-ups, 10 TRX rows, and a 10-meter sled push. You're gonna repeat that 5 times. All right?
So who's doing this one?
You're doing this one. And once you get your circuit set up, ideally, you wanna just go with as minimal rest as possible.
Yeah,
Okay?
you're trying to knock out these 3 exercises, 5 rounds, 3 exercises as quickly as you possibly can. If you have to take a little bit of rest, that's all right. But think about your race, that tenacity, to want to keep going, to finish as strong as you possibly can. get right back into it, and just keep finishing it out, pushing it out.
Here we go, burpee pull-ups.
Good form. Legs wide, hips back. Here we go.
So Lawrence comes down, plank position, chest goes down into a push-up. As he explodes up, he reaches up for the pull-up bar, and he's already only have one more of these left. Perfect. Form is everything. You want to be in a set position first with your quads engaged, your abs in tight, pulling your elbows back while keeping your shoulders down. This is 4. We do 10 TRX rows. From the 10 TRX rows, we'll go over to our sled push. Leaning forward, abs in, driving the knees towards your chest, pushing. 10-meter sled push. 5 down for this, and then 5 back. 10 meters total. That's 1 round. We complete 5 rounds. Work at your fitness level, but make sure you're challenging yourself. When you need the rest, take the rest, but keep it as minimal as possible. Good. Shoulder blades are still down, elbows pulling back, abs in tight. The body should be a base, a plank, a board, flat as you can get it, right? So we don't want the hips dipped down or the tailbone lifted up. We want a neutral spine, a strong core, and for that body to be pretty straight, all right? On to his 10-meter sled push number 2. Driving the knees to the chest. Good. How you feel?
Oh, crap.
And that completes our entire workout for this episode, preparing you for rope climb.
My name is Captain Chad Sweetonen from the Georgetown University Army ROTC program. I've got Cadet Eckberg here, and we're going to show you how to climb a rope. The rope climbing event is something that takes place at Air Assault School or at LDAC, the Leadership Development Assessment course, on one of the obstacles called the Tough One. So Cadet Eckberg is going to demonstrate. A lot of people are under the misconception that climbing a rope takes a lot of upper body strength. It doesn't. It's all technique with a good foot lock and bending at the waist. So he's going to start off grabbing up nice and high on the rope, and he's going to bend at the waist and get a good foot lock, and I'll explain that. And you can see his foot lock. He's got the rope coming down through his legs, outside of his dominant leg, up underneath, and over his non-dominant leg. So he's got a good lock right here. He's supporting most of his body weight on that. So he's going to stand up, and as you can see, go and take one hand off, or go and take one hand off. He's not holding himself up with his upper body. He's holding himself up with his foot lock. So he just inches his way up. So he's bending at the waist, not pulling with his arms, getting a good lock and just standing up. Climbs on, tops the rope, and just slides on down, easing down with the foot lock. That's all there is to climbing the rope. Cut.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to climb a rope. So there are 2 methods for this, the S method and the wraparound method. First, I'm going to demonstrate the S method, then I'm going to come back down, do the explanation, and then I'll do the same for the wraparound method. But before we get started, make sure that you are slick. So you cannot be wearing a watch or jewelry. So make sure to not have a timepiece, put your timepiece away, no necklace, no bracelet, nothing in your pockets either, no rings either. Okay? All right, so here goes for the S method. Now, on the way down, make sure that you do hand over hand, just like this. That you do not slide down like this. All right, you'll give yourself rope burn. So, hand over hand all the way down. Okay, so now for the explanation. First thing you want to do is jump as high as you can and grab the rope. Then you bring yourself up, crunch, keep the rope on the outside of your foot, sweep with the other foot, bring it on the first foot, and lock. So you see, I do not need my hands to hold myself up. Now, I'm putting the pressure on the top boot right over here. This is what's holding the lock. Now what I gotta do is push with my legs. I do not need my arms to push myself up. And then I repeat. Pull my arms, crunch, sweep, lock, and repeat. Okay? So, all I gotta do is do that over and over again. The way it works is pull on your arms, lock, push on your legs. Pull on your arms, lock, push with your legs. Okay? So all the way to the top. And then on the way down, all you gotta do is release that lock. Bring the boot side to side, just as this. To lock, you bring it on top like this. To come down, just add friction, resistance, bring it to the side. You can also spread your legs out like this to loosen the lock. Okay, so that concludes the S method. Now for the wraparound method. I'm gonna do the demonstration, then I'll do the explanation. So here it goes. There you go. Hand over hand on the way down. Just as so. Okay, now for the explanation. So, first thing you gotta do is jump as high as you can and grab the rope. Pull yourself up, have the rope between your legs, wrap it, bring it up around and on top of the other boot, and then lock. Push with your legs. Bring your arms up, pull, and then lock. Pull, and then lock. All the way to the top. Now on the way down, all you gotta do is release that lock. So this foot right over here is the lock. All I gotta do is apply less pressure to come down. Just as so. Okay guys, so that concludes the wraparound method. So just make sure that whatever method you use, you stick with it. You cannot change method at the top. So for instance, I personally prefer the S method. I think it's a better lock, but I do prefer the wraparound method to come down. I think it's a smoother ride on the way down. However, you're not allowed to change locks when you're on the rope. So if you start with the S method, you gotta come back down with the S method. If you start with the wraparound method, you gotta come back down with the wraparound method. The reason why is because you're putting yourself at risk when you're at the top. So I'm just gonna climb up halfway and we're gonna pretend like I'm at the top to demonstrate. Okay? So let's say I'm at the top right now. Okay? I cannot release the lock and then change to the S method, to the wraparound method. Okay, you're not allowed to do that. The reason why is because, well, you need your hand to touch the beam and you're putting yourself at risk. You're releasing the lock in your feet. So since I went up with the S method, now I gotta come back down with the S method. Okay, there it is, guys. I hope this was helpful. Good luck. Something I'd like to point out is that the rope with the wraparound method will kind of rub on the front of the boot over here, as you can see, and with the S method, it will really rub down on the bottom of the sole. So you can see I have some rubbing right over here. If I show you on the outside, that's what it looks like. Okay, so these are the Bates lights. They're not very durable. The sole is great for running, but again, also this is after running for so much that I really wore these out. But these are the Bates lights. They have very, very spongy sole, so they're great for running, but in terms of durability, they're probably not the best. But so I recommend that you use these for the O course, or for the O course at OCS, and as well for the E course. Especially make sure to wear the jungle boots so the water can evacuate for the E course, so the endurance course. And the O course, the obstacle course, I think that it's a good idea to wear these just on when you're graded, so that you actually perform well. And on the other days, I'd probably wear the other boots, maybe the ones that they issue you. So that's my recommendation, just so that you can, I would say you could afford to do this little wear and tear on a timed event if you can improve on your time, just because these boots are so much lighter than the ones that they issue you. So there you go, guys. I hope this was helpful. Good luck.
Okay guys, seriously, this is the best day of your life. You're going to get stronger through rope climb. These are the secrets that I stick with that help me break the official Guinness World Record for rope climb. You are awesome, and you're going to be even more awesome every single day. Trust me, it's going to happen because you're smart. That's why you're watching this. Okay, when you're climbing the rope, make sure you always climb up, climb, and climb down. Never slide. You'll strip the skin from your hands. You'll be in agony. You won't be able to train. It happens, even after 1 meter. Never ever slide down. Climb down all the time. When you're climbing down, twist your wrist. Twist. It gives you extra hold and extra grip. That's how you climb with world record holders. Marcus Bondi, check it out. You're on it, brother. At the end, when you're tired, never ever just hang on your arm like that. As you come down, your body weight will twist. You'll get a green stick fracture and snap your arm. So be very careful. First thing, when you start climbing, don't just climb like this. Turn your hands around the rope and keep your elbows bent at all times. And climb up with your hands in front of your face. Grip tight and curl your hands around the rope. Don't just hold straight like that, because it puts unnecessary pressure on your elbows and you might get tendonitis. That's a fact. The 3 stages of endurance climbing. First, start with your arms, then move to your lower lats, which is doing really, bringing your shoulders up, turning your traps up and down. And the last stage, when you're really tired, just do small grabs close to your body. This will activate the upper lats and give you extra strength and extra endurance. Now we're going to talk about varying the distance of your grip, the length of your grip. When you're fresh and you're strong, don't go to 100% grip. Don't go to full extension. Go to about 80% of your full extension. Then go to 100% as far as you can go. And then after that, you just go to small grips, about 50% of your grip. And the final stage, when you're totally spent, do very small grips. It's worth training these as a unique, specific rope climb. Just small grips all the way up, all the way down. You will get it, boys. Now, if you want to climb with weights, make sure you can climb a 25-foot rope first, then just start adding weight. It can be just water bottles in a backpack. Just 1 or 2 kilograms is plenty. Or you can get a belt with a weight on it. Add weight very gradually because it will shred your arms and shoulders. So be very careful. Always make sure you're engaging your shoulder muscles and traps and lats. Never ever just hang on the rope. You'll snap a humerus. Very dangerous. Now, if you're speed climbing, really use momentum of opposite leg and core flexion. So when you climb up the rope, top arm goes, right hand goes up, left knee comes up, and you alternate. So you're alternating, kicking up as fast as you can, using momentum of your core and knees. Bring your whole body into it. Now, once you get good and you can climb a rope, 25-foot rope with hands only, you can start experimenting with L-sit climbing. So you can climb in just with knees bent first. Start off with knees bent and then go one leg extended and then climb with just in L-sit position. And that'll really shred your core and your abs and give you total overall body strength, mobility and power. Yes guys, you can do it! And guys, one crucial thing with rope climb, breathe. Don't forget to breathe. A lot of guys, it's so intense, they don't breathe, they hold their breath. But breathe with every rep. Big breaths all the time. It powers all the oxygen through your blood. Trust me, it'll work for you guys. This is what you got to do. Big breathing the whole time. Follow me on Instagram, ask me any questions. I do my best to respond to everybody because I want you to continue on your journey to total awesomeness wherever you are around the world. Well done, brothers and sisters. Go for it.
Hey, Ben with WOD Prep here, and today we're going to talk about a simple rope climb tutorial. So if you ever had issues climbing a rope, this video is going to help. So we're going to clear up a few misconceptions when it comes to rope climbs. Misconception number one is that rope climbs are all about your arms, when in fact they're mostly your legs. So if you watch this video, this is an example of someone who's trying to climb the rope with nothing but their arms. Okay, I'm basically reaching and I'm just kind of climbing hand over hand, just pulling myself up the rope, and my legs are kind of dangling, not really doing much. I might wrap them, but it's really not doing much. This is a major issue because your legs are a lot stronger than your arms. A correct rope climb, like you see in this video, is one in which I clamp my legs, I clamp my feet onto the rope, and then I go up the rope simply by standing up. So I clamp and stand, clamp and stand. All right. Another misconception with rope climbs is that you pinch the rope in between your feet. In fact, it's not a pinch, but a clamp. So here's a rope. A lot of people try to climb and I'll see them pinch, or even if they do a wrap, like let's say they're wrapping, they'll have their feet separate. Okay, hopefully you can see this on video, but they'll have their feet, on the rope, and they'll be a few inches apart. That just doesn't work. If your feet are apart, that means they're not going to be able to clamp on the rope and keep a nice, strong grip. So instead of pinching the rope, make sure you clamp the rope. So a good way to clamp is simply by taking your top foot and stepping on the bottom foot. Okay. What's good about a lot of CrossFit shoes these days is that the arch section of the shoe has some grip to it. So all I do is I literally take my foot, I clamp it down on the bottom foot, and then it lets that rope rest right in the arch of the shoe, which provides really good gripping power. Another thing is that if you wear Olympic lifting shoes, a lot of times because their edges are so sharp and they're made of rubber, you'll have a really strong grip on the rope. Okay, and misconception or problem number 3 are mini pools. Okay, so when people climb the rope, you want to get to the top as quickly as possible and also as efficient as possible. So if I climb the rope like this, where I'm taking a bunch of small, choppy climbs, you know, I'm taking very small steps, it's going to take me a lot longer to get to the top of the rope, and because of that, I'm going to be a lot more fatigued. So in order to fix that, in order to climb it more efficiently, what you want to do is take the biggest possible steps or the biggest possible pulls up the rope as you possibly can. The way you do that is by reaching far, pulling your knees all the way to your chest. You'll see here, I'm taking my feet, I'm lifting them as high as I possibly can, clamping, and then simply standing back up, and it's taking me up the rope a lot faster. So I really hope that you like this video. If you want more simple tips like this that are going to help take your performance to the next level, all you have to do is click on any of the buttons that are showing up on the screen here, or if you're on Facebook or a mobile device, just look in the comments, click on that link, and it's going to take you to a page where all you have to do is enter some information, and I'm going to send you a free book that I wrote that's going to help take your training to the next level. Also, thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Make sure you leave a comment and tag someone that you know who needs help with their rope climbs. And thank you so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, click this button right here to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a great day and crush your rope climbs.
Hi, David Newman here of RX Smart Gear, and I'm here with the wonderful Maddie Curley, and we're here to talk to you about the 3 different styles of footlock techniques for rope climb. A lot of people aren't aware that there are actually 3 very common footlock techniques, all utilizing different type of mechanics to lock those feet in and get up the rope. And we want to go over each of those with you. That way you can practice them, find out which one you like the best, and employ those techniques. So, foot wrap number 1 is commonly called the S wrap or the Spanish wrap. And what you do is the rope comes down through the legs, you wrap your foot around the outside until it finishes draped over your shoelaces. The other foot is going to come over the top and stomp down on top of your shoelaces. Now, with this foot wrap, you have the most amount of contact between the rope and your body and your skin, so that creates the most amount of friction. And then the stomp on top of the rope is that last compression to hang on and get a good foot lock, right? So now from there, Maddie will show you how she can just stand right up. She'll do one more pull, stomp right on top and up. Beautiful, right? So that's nice and solid. It's a very secure, go ahead and step back. It's a very secure method of a foot lock. Probably the slowest one, most secure but slowest. So there's your trade-off. Okay, now the second foot lock is commonly called a J wrap. I like to call it a fast rope technique. People call it a J wrap because it puts the rope in a J shape when you employ it. So Maddie's going to show, this is actually called the front approach. And basically what happens is the rope runs down along the front of the shin bone. She's going to fish the rope up from the bottom, pull it up so that her feet are side by side. And so you can see where the J comes from. Now with her feet side by side, really what you're trying to do is just press your feet straight together, okay? Now this is employing better leverage, okay? Less friction, less contact with the body. So consequently, this is very fast, one of the fastest techniques, but I feel utilizes a lot more muscular input, right, to get up the rope, but very fast getting down as well. So it's very important that these feet stay pinched together. When you're ready to descend, it's simply a matter of splitting your feet apart, which reduces that bend in the rope, and it'll let you slide down. Maddie's going to show you a couple of pulls there. Nice. Come on down. Beautiful. All right, now the last one is also a J wrap, but it's a rear entry approach, okay? And this is kind of the best of both worlds. I think of it as Goldilocks, right? This one is just right for me personally. And with this one, basically, you're going to let the rope wrap down around the back side of the leg right here. So you see previously Maddie had it coming around the front side. This time she's going to wrap her leg around, let it come around the back of her calf. Now she's going to pull the rope up the same way as the previous version. Again, creating that J loop, but now with the rope wrapping around the backside of her calf, she's created a little bit more contact with the rope, so there's more friction. She now has this nice J hook, which is employing good leverage. And it's the same thing, pressing those feet together, creating a nice pinch, okay? Now here's where I see a lot of people fail. I see a lot of people stop a little short and they just try and stomp down on the rope right here, like in the Spanish wrap or S wrap. That's the wrong way to go. It's not going to hold you. You'll slide, okay? You got to be patient. Let your feet get in position side by side, right? Now the rope's running straight through, and Maddie can do a couple of pulls. Beautiful. Look how solid that is right there. So from there, Maddie can hang out, and she can shake her arms out if her grip's getting tired, and she's got a nice solid foot lock right there. And when she wants to descend, she simply just turns her toes apart a little bit, create a little more space, and she'll start to slide her way down with control and then land right down on the box. Nice job. Now, the one thing you'll find out with that last method, okay, the J wrap, where the rope goes behind the rear entry, is that you're going to get a little more friction on the inner thigh, right? You have a little bit more contact, body contact with the rope. So one of the pitfalls, but very secure. So those are the three methods. Hope you guys enjoy them. Thanks for watching. Get out there and elevate your fitness. Thanks, Maddie.
You're welcome.
بالباب الدرجة هاي روح غير يعطيك الصحة.
خطوات لزيادة الكفاءة عند تمرين الصعود على الحبل. نبدأ بقفزة كبيرة وبنمسك الحبل بأعلى منطقة ممكنة عشان نختصر من مسافة التسلق. نحاول نخلي الأكواع مفرودة عشان نوفر جهد في عضلات البايسبس أو العضلات ثنائية العضد. نمسك الحبل والإيدين قراب من بعض قدر المستطاع عشان يكون توزيع الجهد أقرب ما يمكن بين الإيدتين. بعدها بنقذف الرجلين للأعلى وأقرب ما بنقدر للإيدين عشان نقلل من خطوات التسلق. بعد شلبكة الأقدام بالحبل وخلق دعسة أو درجة نفرد الرجلين عشان نتسلق للأعلى وبنفس الوقت بنطلع بالإيدين لفوق. هذا الإشي بخفف من الجهد على عضلات الأيدي الصغيرة والضعيفة وبيزيد من الاعتماد على عضلات الرجلين الأكبر. بنكرر العملية للصعود للأعلى إذا احتجنا أكثر من مرة لحد ما نوصل للهدف. للنزول بنقوم فقط برخي القبضة ورخي الرجلين وبننزل تقريبا بفعل الجاذبية. قبل ما نوصل الأرض بنعمل إحكام للقبضة. لتدريب خطوات الرجلين بنبلش واحنا قاعدين على كرسي، بنمسك الحبل للأعلى وبنخلي الكواع مفرودة، بنخلي الرجلين تتقاطع والحبل بيناتهم، بعدين زي المقص بنقص الحبل بين الرجلين. هذا الاشي راح يخلق الدعسة بالحبل بين الرجلتين. مهم انه نخلي الاقدام مرفوعة للأعلى عشان الحبل ما يزحلق بين الرجلين. برضو لازم نتأكد انه الحبل محشور بين منتصف الاقدام ومش اصابع الرجلين.